it. I don't know what happened, but hi guys. Welcome to the Crone Zone.
Spread the word.
Please spread the word that we are back live. I really don't know what happened to the sound, and then we thought we were live and we weren't. So
yeah, and I'm still not live here.
Heather, it's live.
I know.
You have to go out and reboot.
Okay.
Okay, so
we have sound. Yes, we're actually here.
We actually have sound and pictures. Yay! Hi, MJ420 and Morrow. Thank you so much for finding us again.
Yes, thank you for finding us.
Hi, Spirit Watcher Suzanne. Lovely to see you today. LR72, Juno. Oh, yeah. I thought you were live right now, Juno, at the same time we were. Oh, as we heal each other. Hi, everyone. Great to see everybody. I can't believe you found us after we dropped off. You want to do some cards?
Yeah, I'll set them back up again the way they were.
She actually pulled some great cards today. Hi, White Dragon. Hi, Lorraine. Wonderful to see everybody. Oh, it's Dr. Gail tomorrow. Oh, I was afraid I was going to miss it. Great. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, card cam.
Okay. Trying to put them back the way they were. Okay.
Hi, Lauren.
This one is so full of good cards, it's really kind of hard to think there's anything wrong. Or what time is she on it?
I don't know. Juno can answer that.
Okay. Anyway, we are all full of fairy magic. But sometimes when we're rejuvenating, and resting up and getting ready to go again, it gets in the way of our magic. And while we're fighting with trying to get past it, we're still the gifted human beings. We have the spirit has always been gifted and still gifted. And our humans are still making their music and being creative and having a great time. But what they said, if we would manifest what we want, then some of that rejuvenation, it will overcome the rejuvenation and everything will start moving forward the way we want it to.
Okay? Good.
But it's just that there are so many good things going on at one time. Sometimes the rejuvenation part of us just gets in the way. And we just need to manifest it out of the way. Okay.
There's so many energies hitting us right now.
I know.
It's just
so
unbelievable.
Confusing.
So I want to say hi to Perrette White. Lovely to see you today. And Sharon Sight, thank you for being here as always. Juno, Janet P. We've got a room full. This is fantastic. So we're going to talk about how we manifest our reality in kind of ways we don't want, and then how we can manifest in ways we do want. Mm-hmm. So Buddha said, what you dwell upon, you become. I think The Secret said something similar. But the quote means that we are the master of our destiny. We create our own realities, whether we are conscious of it or not. Most of us are unaware of the power of our thoughts and react to life on autopilot. That's easy to do, therefore creating our lives unconsciously. It is us who controls our reality by our emotions, our thoughts, and actions. If we don't like what we've created, we can simply choose to change our thoughts to create a new reality. It sounds so far-fetched, doesn't it? Thinking about creating our reality can move us from a reactive role to a proactive role. Where we start to create our reality is in how we perceive, interpret, and think about the events in our life. And that generates our feelings about those events and our subsequent behavior and how we respond.
And then, so we tend to unconsciously delay our happiness by stating to ourselves things like, one day I'll be rich. I've done that. One day I'll be thin. I've done that.
One day we're going to win the lottery. How many of you guys out there, one day I'm going to do this?
Yeah, someday I'm going to get a I've done all these things. Someday I'm going to get a promotion. And by saying one day or someday, we unconsciously delay our happiness. We delay what we're saying we're going to have because we're saying one day. Well, it's in no hurry.
We keep pushing it off in the future, so it keeps staying in the future.
Exactly. It's passive without action and leaves us waiting for our lives to begin. And conscious creation is about changing your perspective of life, seeing all that you already have, such as family, friends, health, instead of focusing on what you lack. The relationship between positive thinking and positive actions, or negative thinking and negative actions, is really well documented. Just go online, you'll find all sorts of stuff. Cognitive behavioral therapy, otherwise CBT, is a commonly used therapeutic technique used for treating anxiety and depression and borderline personality disorder. CBT is based on the principle that our thoughts and emotions and actions all influence each other.
As that little description shows.
Yep.
For example, on the negative side, I could be afraid of getting in a car wreck. If I think about that a lot, I might start thinking about someone hitting me or someone getting to go to the hospital, having to go to the hospital, someone dying, the insurance costs, the hospital costs. It's a spiral. It's a rabbit hole.
That sequence that way, it keeps going.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
And the sequence will cause actual physiological issues to start, like an increased heart rate, higher blood pressure, stomach ache, maybe even nausea. It could then influence our actions by causing us to decide to not get into a car or to take the back roads or at a certain time of day, anything to avoid whatever it is we're afraid of.
I'm not going downtown. It's dangerous down there.
It is dangerous. You might hit a pedestrian.
But doesn't stop us.
But if you repeat that cycle while you're driving the car, you might become so paranoid that you actually drive worse and cause the wreck you've been worried about. Therefore, manifesting what you were thinking about, a self-fulfilling prophecy, or creating your reality. You've done that. But then again, on the positive side, you might be thinking thoughts of, oh, I feel creative. I might want to write a book or maybe learn to paint. These thoughts make you feel better. They're uplifting. They have a higher vibration, and it increases the dopamine in the brain and energizes the body.
Next page.
This one. When we create our... What? Why do I keep doing this?
I don't know. It's on the back side.
5.
There you go.
I'm so confused. I might then decide to purchase some painting supplies or sign up for a course on writing a book or actually watercolor painting. That's what I took up recently.
She did a good job.
There's nothing mystical about this. It's an example of change your thinking, change your reality.
Right. The term create your own reality means the different ways by which we can co-create our life by the energy of our thoughts, beliefs, perspectives, and actions. When we change what we see things, the way we see things around us, it helps us to have a new outlook towards life. I remember when I first started this work, I was constantly being told, change your perspective, think of it differently. You know,
it's so hard to do. It's like, just change the way you think.
Just think of it. Yeah,
that's not easy.
Flip the switch and be different. You know.
I remember that.
It really does help you have a new outlook on life. Every life situation is an experience in itself. The way we experience various situations is very personal, and it's dependent upon our beliefs and our perceptions. Creating our own reality will help us access our higher selves with positive energies that move us towards growth. When we create our own reality, we feel safe, comfortable, and protected. And when we can be happy, then we know that we can be happy no matter what happens to us. You know, it's just a little bump in the road.
It's true, though.
Yeah, it's just a bump in the road that you just keep going.
When you can look at the upsets in your life a little bit differently, just change your perception just slightly, looking at it as a lesson. It took me years to be able to do that, but once you get it, you can pretty much handle anything. Mm-hmm. Because you know this too will pass.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're all souls on an evolutionary path, here to experience all that life has to offer. Whether it's pain or joy is up to us. Many of us believe I didn't choose this reality for myself.
Yeah.
And I absolutely did believe that at one time.
I didn't choose this. This is all happening to me.
It's crazy. It's stupid. Why would anybody choose to live this life? We've all been there, haven't we? We absolutely have. The film What the Bleep Do We Know explains the concept of creating our realities by our self-beliefs. Once we understand this, it moves us out of the victim and blame roles, and we can then become conscious creators. Have you guys seen this movie? I saw it back in the day, years ago. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Our experiences are simply mirrors of our beliefs manifested for us to look at without judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, we're always judging it. They give us the opportunity to learn the lesson in the experience and change if we so want to.
So there are ways that we create our reality. The law of attraction states that both negative and positive thoughts and feelings bring negative or positive experiences into our lives. I imagine you all know this.
I think it was 2006.
Yeah. So I imagine you've all heard about that. We choose how we see things, and the studies show that the way we perceive things as positive or negative directly impacts our satisfaction with life. If we see everything as a negative, like the glass half empty versus the glass half full, and I know you've all heard of that too, it's how you perceive it. Imagine what we could discover if we could carry a recording machine around with us that would capture not only the words we say, but the tone of voice that we use to say them, and the physical actions that accompany the words, and the feeling that urged them onward. I mean, think about it. If all you spew out is
negative stuff,
exactly,
that tape is going to be some nastiness.
Oh yeah. Most of us would be surprised at the reality we are actively participating in and creating for ourselves. As well,
I love that, MJ. The glass is refillable.
Absolutely.
Amen. Amen to that.
And often is.
Yes.
As well as that, we're creating with our interaction with other people.
So quantum physics has found our universe is participatory. We impact it with our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Starting to sound real familiar, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
J.A. Wheeler, a scientist philosopher who established the concept of wormholes and black holes, did an experiment of splitting light particles, and he found that the behavior of the photons changed after observation, because observation was participation. The assumption previously had been that light particles always behave in the same way, but he found that simply observing them made them behave differently. Additionally, an experiment by scientists in Russia in the 1980s found that photons would mimic human DNA when both were inserted into a vacuum. That just sounds crazy. I can't believe that. Prior to inserting the human DNA, the photons moved around the vacuum at random. This is referred to as the DNA phantom effect, and both of these experiments make an example of how we impact our environment more than we realize.
Our perception is our reality and is influenced by the variety of factors, including culture, upbringing, environment, and genetics, which influence how we perceive the world. It can impact how we perceive someone's intent based on their tone and body language. How do we see that? When you're doing texting, you're losing two parts of communication. You're not sure how they're saying it, but when you're actually there, then you can see. You can hear the tone of voice. You can see how their body's reacting. And sometimes you can see it's a snide remark rather than just something on the text. It's so hard to tell.
It is.
It can influence whether we trust someone is telling the truth. And it can cause us to see hope when another person sees despair, or vice versa. There is conscious and unconscious influence over how we perceive things. When the brain does not have enough information, it just fills in the gaps. Have you guys ever been on Facebook and they'll hand you a paragraph to read and it doesn't have any vowels, but you manage to read it anyway? It's because your brain's putting stuff in.
Filling in the blanks.
Mm-hmm. The brain fills in those gaps of our perception and so seamlessly that we don't even recognize when it's happening. Now, if we can do that with letters, we can do that with emotions too. You know? When we really start to create our reality is when we learn how to control our reactions to events in our lives. It's how we perceive and interpret and think about those events and feelings involved and how we respond.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sherry H. Thanks for joining us. This is a pretty good visual, actually, because it even gives you ways to create your reality.
Mm-hmm.
And the components. I think that's a really nice.
That was a cool poster.
That is a cool poster.
Mm-hmm.
The law of cause and effect basically says that we reap what we sow. So can we really use this power to create our own reality? As in, can we manifest our reality that we want? Millions of people for thousands of years believe the physical law, but also spiritual law, the spiritual law of karma. It is the sum of all that an individual has done and is currently doing. The effects of those deeds actively create present and future experiences, thus making one responsible for one's own life, and creating your reality. Incorporating this knowledge into our daily lives helps us make smarter decisions for a happier reality. So how do we create the reality that we want?
Well, here are some ways, and they're up there too. Start practicing gratitude and appreciate what you have already. Just doing that will help you get your reality and living seem happier. I know that when I started saying thank you for the most common stuff, my whole day got better. So it's true. It helps you be happier, and because you realize I've got this stuff. Instead of just taking it all for granted, you're actually...
I actually do that every morning when I wake up.
Yeah.
I have a litany of
things that we like to... And it changes your mood. If you wake up,
yes.
It just changes it so well.
It starts your day off on a higher energy level.
Yeah.
For sure.
Carry yourself with integrity and take pride in yourself. That's a hard one because we're so used to telling ourselves, you're not good enough. That's not true. That's not true at all. And as one of the biggest fighters of that truth, me, I'll tell you, it's not true. You are good enough. So take pride in yourselves. Surround yourselves with positive people. Get a clear understanding of what you do want. Not what you don't want. That's looking at things in a negative way. Look at what you do want.
Besides that, I think we're all pretty much aware of what we don't want.
I know. Yeah.
I really know what I don't want. What I do want, sometimes...
It's a little harder.
That's a little harder.
Yeah. And you can create a vision board. Believe that you already have what it is that you want. Visualize already having achieved your desire and outcome. If you keep saying, I'm going to get, it's going to be. I'm going to get forever. You're going to have to say.
Keep pushing it into the future.
Yeah. Don't do that. Put it in today. Meditate and allow yourself to see you are not your thoughts, but the observer of them.
That was a hard one for me, is learning not to believe everything I thought.
Right.
Does that make sense?
The thoughts that come in the communications that come in, you don't know where they're coming from, or you think it's you and you're going, well, that was a stupid idea. Well, maybe it wasn't. Or maybe something they said was actually what you need to do, but we don't trust ourselves to say it.
That's true.
And if you're talking to somebody and doing a reading, you don't trust what you're getting to tell them. So you need to have faith in what you're saying. Modify your self-talk. Make sure you're speaking kindly to yourself. Remember, we keep saying, take care of yourself. because you're the one that's important. You can't do anything for anybody else if you haven't gotten yourself fixed first. So be compassionate with yourself. Practice mindfulness. Be fully present in what you're doing. Not overly reactive what's going on. Remember, you're an observer. Just do what needs
Observe.
to be done. Observe, exactly. Do not try to control what you cannot change. Accept it, and then embrace it, and then move on. Let it go.
That's pretty much how you do shadow work too. You finally look at what the root problem is. You embrace the pain, the sorrow, and all of that, and then you go, bye-bye. Thank you for sharing.
Although it is kind of scary to know that we are responsible for our reality.
It is kind of scary.
Yeah,
it takes a while to take that responsibility.
Right.
So, do we create our own reality? Absolutely, we do.
Mm-hmm.
We create our own reality with what we think, what we believe, and what we perceive. Recognizing this gives us the responsibility to choose how to see the world. And I want to see the world with love and peace. And that's how I wake up every morning, surrounding the world in unconditional love and unity consciousness. Because that's the kind of future I want for mankind and Mother Earth.
We want it now.
It empowers us to play a bigger role in the creation of our reality. Creating your own reality is all about consciously choosing what you want, changing or removing those things you don't want, and learning to navigate life's chaos with non-judgment and without attachment. Simply put, change our thoughts, change our reality.
Yeah.
That is simply put. It's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
We can continue to create unconsciously, or we can become conscious creators. And remember, although we manifest our reality ourselves, we are fully supported at all times by our spirit family. And they are there, ready and willing to help us if we just ask. So be sure and ask your spirit guides, because they help. And they do help us all.
Yes, they do.
So what do you think, guys? We managed to get through it without losing sound or camera. So that's pretty good. Hi, After Hours, Conversations with Willow. Lovely to see you. Sharon, thank you so much for all that you do. We really appreciate every bit of it. LR72, how are you today? I think I got everybody. Gina M, thank you so much for being here. And I guess we're ready to take questions or cards. Does anybody have any questions, or are you ready?
This is all very familiar to you. It's just put together so that you understand it.
It helps all of us
to remind us
frequently that we are the creators of our reality, and we can create that from love in our hearts, and we don't have to pay attention to anybody else out there and what they think our reality should be.
You're living it.
You're living it. Make it what you want it to be.
Exactly.
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
All right, kiddos, let's go to Card Cam and see who wants a card. Can't believe we managed to do this. It was a rough and tumble start.
Yeah, thank goodness you redid everything.
Gina M, can I pull a card for you?
Okay, we'll pull. And just let us know if you want a card.
Yeah, please let us know if you'd like a card. And
okay.
Thank you, Miss Sharon.
We appreciate it.
You love our card cam. You got it, Gina M. You're number one.
You got it.
It is our little card cam. I love it.
Yep.
It took us a while to figure out just exactly how to do it.
And just so you know, I'll be using the Energy Oracle cards. I really, really like them. They talk to me real well. Sandra Ann Taylor, and I've got to admit, I've never read the book. But
you
when
got
they
it,
talk
Spirit
to
Watcher.
me, I don't.
And my cards are the Moon deck. Okay. Yes, we'll pull a card for you, MJ420, for sure.
And Maura. Okay.
All right, Miss Willow. Okay, I think I got everybody. MJ420. Whoops.
And I was going to say,
This is for Gina?
For Gina. I think the card is all tied up, and I think there are some times when you feel like you don't know which way to go or what to do next. The thing is, what is tying you
Woohoo!
up is you. It's your doubts. Those are those ropes. So when you begin to feel those feelings, remember to have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, and even if you have to just talk to yourself about how good you are, it's not funny, it's something you really need to do. And so if you get tied up, there's just too much stuff going on, undo it. Bit by bit, undo it, because you can handle anything.
And this card goes right along with that, Gina. It says, my instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. So there's the two lovely cards.
Saying the same thing.
Saying basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm. But remember,
you got this, girl.
Yeah, you've got it. And remember that a lot of times the things holding you back are you.
It's always us holding us back. Come on.
Well, not always, but most of the time.
She's going through huge life transitions, career. Oh, those are tough times.
Those are tough.
I get it.
Go to your heart. Do what your heart wants.
Yeah.
Because that will make you happy.
Listen to your heart for sure.
Not your family, not anybody else, your heart.
Sharon Sight, I got you covered right now. I know you're in and out all the time, so I want to... Oh, White Dragon, I have to get him down. This next card's for you.
For Sharon?
And for Sharon Sight, in case she has to bugger off. And you're strong, Gina.
Yes, you are.
MJ420 says you are strong. Fear announced, she says it's her. Good. Take courage, girl. You got this. Exactly. Both cards said it.
You are more than capable.
Okay, this is for Sharon Sipe.
And you have the goddess, the moon goddess behind you. Let me see if I can get a better, and you can see that a little bit better. But anyway, rely on your intuition. She's there backing you up, but your intuition is right on. So don't worry about it, and don't second, third, and fourth guess yourself. Okay.
When I let others shine, I shine too. But you've got that lesson down.
Yeah.
You're always letting
G.
others
Covington.
shine.
Sure.
You got it, G. Covington. Come on in, Sassy, and lay down, baby.
And who is that next?
The next one is Spirit Watcher Suzanne.
Spirit Watcher Suzanne.
How you doing, G. Covington? Nice to see you here today. Thank you all for being here today.
This is the contract card, and it means that you may be looking into partnerships or working with them. Or there may be some legal commitment you're thinking about. So, or that's going to come up. It may be nothing more than just a couple of you getting together to do maybe a show or doing something else. But you've got something coming up that is going to be a group or pair. Okay?
Interesting. And I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion. That's a beautiful card. And these are affirmations that you can use at any time. I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion.
I hardly ever pull that card, but that one flipped out. So evidently you're supposed to have that one.
Supposed to have it.
Okay, and we have
Good.
LR72.
LR72.
I hadn't said that all the way through yet, so. Earlier this morning, today before the show, I was trying to shuffle these cards, and I could not hold on to any of them. They were just all over the place. The only place they didn't make was the floor, and I was happy for that.
You're welcome, Spirit Watcher. Or Suzanne. Okay, LR72.
And this is the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. He stands behind you to help you out with
Communication.
your communication, your self-expression. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Okay?
And another one for speaking your truth is I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's my spirit card.
Some people, or those that aren't with us, they may not understand what you're saying. They say you're wild. No. You're speaking your truth, and he's behind you in what you're doing.
And we need to always speak our truth.
Yeah.
Even
And
if
it's
just
easy
to
not
ourselves.
to. I've been there.
Yeah. MJ 420 is next.
Okay, MJ 420.
Are you ready, MJ? You're welcome.
The Angel of Love card. Your friends love you, and you love them back. It's really, you have tender connections with people.
Oh.
And that is so heartwarming to everybody involved. And it's supportive of you, and it's supportive of them. You are supportive of them. You have a nice group of friends, and just keep the fires going.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And my card says, I honor the natural process of growth and transformation.
That's part of this.
And we're all going through that growth and transformation right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Every single one of us on this planet. And Miss Mara is next. Small but mighty. I love that.
Yes. Big surprises and happiness comes in small packages.
That's true. Okay, Miss Mara. I'm on the right path and divinely guided. Ooh, I love that one. You go, girl. Look at her. Skin a dipping under the moon, in the moonlight.
And you have our hunk.
Ooh.
Man holding a heart. They're talking about somebody that's either with you or coming into your life. And he's a sweetheart. And he has helpful information for you, but he's also ends up being a really, really good friend. And like I said, he's either with you now already or he's coming.
Cool.
Okay?
And After Hours Conversations with Willow is next.
I love that name.
I do too. I love
can't hold
after
on the
hours
cards for nothing.
conversations. I love after hour conversations. Miss Willow, you can always come and have conversations with us after hours.
Yeah.
It's one of our favorite things to do.
Yep, it is.
Okay.
And we like talking in the swimming pool too.
We do. Ooh, you got the one too. I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. And you can see the chrysalis turning into a butterfly, and then it emerges gorgeous. That's nice.
And I have the victory card. Let me see if I can see. You see there's, this is a crown. And a person, pretty person, anyway.
A pretty person?
A pretty person, yeah. Anyway, victory. And that means that you are going to succeed. You've got, your success is coming, and you're going to have your achievement of what you wanted to get done is there. It's just waiting for you to get there. But it's there for you.
But it's happening because you're growing.
Exactly.
Growing and transforming.
I hardly ever pull that card.
Lorraine is next. You're
Lorraine.
welcome. A contract involving justice. Okay.
Could
Think
be.
so, yeah.
Could be. Yes. You never know for certain, but they seem to know what's going on. I for sure don't, but I just go with what comes.
Okay, Lorraine is next.
Lorraine. That's not White Dragon.
No, White Dragon will be after that.
Oh. Okay. Lorraine.
I live each moment with a presence of gratitude. Oh, that's beautiful.
Magician in the mirror. You have a knowing. Use your wisdom. Seek your answers within yourself, because you actually do know what's going on. You have all the tools you need to do and discover everything you want to. Okay?
Beautiful. Okay, White Dragon, are you ready? I'm so glad that helped, Miss Willow. I don't know your name. I don't know your real name. After Hours Conversation. Is it Willow? Such a cool handle.
Just relax.
He's ready. We missed our Solaris Healing Hour. We're having to watch it today because we couldn't watch it yesterday.
It's been very busy for me. I've had to go out a lot.
Too many doctor's appointments.
Too many doctor's appointments, yes. And tests. Take this test, take that test.
White Dragon, I am at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. And I think you probably are.
That sounds well. And they're just saying it is the Christmas season, so be real careful about all those presents and things. You need to watch your money. You're not in any trouble. Nothing to worry about. Just watch it, because sometimes
free. Of course you can.
it can be a little you can be a little more generous than you actually can afford to be. So watch what you're spending. Okay.
I would have thought flying spaceships paid well. Does flying spaceships pay at all?
Probably as much as we get paid.
Yeah. I hope that resonated, White Dragon. Okay, next is G. Covington.
G. Covington. Okay. Caring connections.
Oh, that's nice.
That means that now the partnerships don't have to be romantic. It just can be you and are accumulating some very, very worthwhile type friends.
Relationships.
That you care about, they care about you. Your family also is a caring relationship. Depend on them. And when you're feeling down, depend on them, because they're there for you. Okay? They are there for you. Okay?
Lovely. I forgive and let go with loving ease. Don't hang on to any of that. No, don't hang on to any anger. Let it go. Forgive and let go. She's lovely.
Mm-hmm. And with Jan's free.
And then Jan's free. White Dragon says, Michael don't charge a dime, so I don't either. I'd pay to fly a spaceship too, Spirit Watcher Suzanne.
Exactly.
My understanding is I actually am on a spaceship somewhere.
Yeah, my understanding is I'm there too.
But
We're
I
on
don't
the same
remember
ship
it.
even.
Okay, this is for Jan's free. If we missed anybody, please get your name out there, because we're just about done. This is the last one before the collective.
That one fell out, and it's the world. Your cookie. Everything that you're doing, you can go ahead and expand. Expansion is coming. And what you can do is growing all the time. And what you do with it, that's up to you. It's like I said, the world is your cookie. It's what you want to do.
I'm sorry, that's hilarious. This Crone-based spaceship. And there's medicine in
Love
my
it.
shadow, Jan's free. There's always medicine in the shadow work. Just try to figure out what it is, what the lesson is.
What I'm getting with it, though, is a little bit more.
Good.
There's medicine in your shadow, which means that where you go, it affects everybody that you're around for the better.
Oh.
Okay? We know that when we're broadcasting to you, that you are getting the love that we are sending out to you. When you are around other people, like we said, the world is your place. It's your what you to do with what you want. But when you are around others, they are better off for it.
That's beautiful.
Okay?
Okay, so I guess we need a card for the collective.
For the
And you
collective.
guys, if you have any subjects that you would like us to do a show on,
Research and do.
oh, she'd love a quick card. You bet. We got
Who?
one more, Amanda.
Amanda.
Our
Okay.
card winners. How are you liking those shell cards?
Have they showed up yet?
Yeah, she's got them.
Okay.
She texted me. She got them.
A snowy dog walk. Well, dog walk I don't mind. Snow, that's why we're in Key West.
Yeah, I'm done with snow. Anyway, if you guys have any subjects that you would like the Crones to delve into, we'd be happy to.
Just let us know.
Just let us know. Pop us an email or make a note in the chat. Anything that you might want us to look
Look at.
into, we'd be happy to do it. And we can always use suggestions for new shows.
Okay.
Oh, this is beautiful, Amanda. I am of the earth and in harmony with nature, and you just came in from a snowy walk. Isn't that beautiful?
That is. This is the deceit card. So there may be some hidden tactics that you're not knowing about towards you. So it may be that some of your friends don't understand what you're doing, and they tell you one thing, but they're not saying the same thing somewhere else. So you just need to look for little hints. Be aware. Don't look for them. Be aware when there are hints that something's not quite right for you, because you're going into a new area and not everybody understands that. So just be aware that there can be some deceit. There's nothing that's going to hurt you. It's just there are some people you may not want to be around so much. So just keep your eyes open. Okay.
Feel it out with your heart. You'll know
Yes.
the right answer.
You'll know.
You'll know who it is. Okay, so Dansry asked if we knew of an oracle deck to journal with. I would pull whatever your favorite deck is and use it. I pull a card a day out of my alien deck. Sometimes one card, sometimes two or three, depending on how I feel on that particular morning. But it gives me a good start for the day.
And at the beginning of the show, I started out with 2 decks. I really want to go get them to show you what they are, because they're really good to start journaling with.
Cool.
Do I have time to go get them?
Absolutely.
I'll be right back, guys.
She shall be right back. Okay. All right, I'm going to go to, you haven't pulled the last card, right?
No, I have not.
Thank you, Miss Sharon Sipe. We so appreciate everything you do. All you moderators, we appreciate you so very much. And Amanda, I'm glad you got your deck of cards, and I'm glad you like them.
Okay. What I did was bring the books rather than the cards, because I never remember the names of the cards.
Rebecca Campbell's.
Yeah, if you will put cards. Oh, okay. This one is called Work Your Light. It's an oracle guide card, and they have things like when you don't feel like you're just a starseed. This one is the starseed one, and it says the starseed.
Can you see it better
oracle.
the other way?
I think so.
Hold it up.
Starseed, no, can't either. But anyway, they're both in pink kind of boxes. They're very pastel-y. But the things that they tell you in them help. And they, like, the Starseed one has Starseed Soul Inquiry with a question at the end of every card, depending on what card it is, so that you can look and delve deeply into that question in your writing. And this also has questions at the end to help start writing.
Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that.
Both of them are really good for beginning journaling, and they really are they helped me a lot. I used to pull 3 cards every morning, and they really did help me a lot with what I was trying to do and getting where I wanted to go. So,
just remember, it's Rebecca Campbell, the Starseed Oracle, and Work Your Light Oracle card.
Right.
Okay? Either or.
They're very good, or actually the other ones can be good too, but these are really good if you're just starting to write. They'll help get you started. Okay.
That's awesome. LaShonda Cross has a question. Why do spirits touch my feet at night? I think they're just saying hi.
Yeah. Have you had pets before?
Yeah. Do you have any pets that could be your passed on pets?
Sometimes my pets, I can feel them walking across my feet at the base of the bed. I have a lot of
I thought that was sassy. My pet is usually my dog.
Not always. The cat usually jumps right on my chest and walks anywhere, but I have where my feet are
she says
disturbed.
No pets.
No pets. Okay. That's, I don't know.
I'm just getting her saying hello.
Yeah. You evidently don't hear them yet, so they're telling you a way they can tell you.
So stay open to it and talk to them. Talk to them.
Ask who it is.
Ask who it
Someday
is.
They'll tell you.
And see if you get an answer. We usually get so freaked out at something that we forget to ask questions, but ask questions.
They used to wake
want
up.
us to.
Yeah, I used to wake up hearing somebody say my name, but I was so awake that when I asked, I couldn't ask.
I know, right?
So,
okay. So
for the week, or till we meet you next time.
Till we meet again. We have no idea what we're doing for Saturday's show,
but we'll find something.
But we'll figure it out. And then Sunday's show, I don't know if we're going to be at Sun Psychic Jean's channel or she's going to be on ours, but we'll let you know. We just know it's Sunday, and I'll be speaking to her after this show, so I'll get it sorted out, and we'll have an ad out there, and I'll post it in our community, on our community page.
Do you want to draw one?
I was going to ask you to do it.
Ah!
Damn.
Well, what it's telling me is what I think we all know, is that most of our problems are due to our own self tying. It's the tying you up card. So most of the time, we are our own worst enemy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that one damn bit.
So we are capable of getting out of the being tied up.
It's all up to us. Nobody else can do it. We have to do it.
Well, we have to address the issues.
Yes, we
It's
do.
kind of like working with your own reality. You are the one doing it, whether you know it or not.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, you guys, thank you for being here today and managing to stay with us, even though we crashed at first.
Yeah.
We did
happens.
it worked out just fine as usual. And we want you to know how much we love you unconditionally.
Very, very much.
And are sending you unconditional love and unity consciousness vibes.
And wanting you to continue sending them on
Please
to everybody.
pass those on.
And the whole world, actually.
Yes. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Health and happiness to everyone.
Thank you, Maura.
Thank you, Mara, and thank you to everybody in the chat and everybody that's watching that's not in the chat. We appreciate each and every one of you. Go out and shine your light. Let your freak flag fly. It's so hard to say that.
And help change the world.
And help change the world. With love. One person at a time. I love that, Heather.
One person at a time.
Thank you. Bye, you guys.